Hi YouTube! So I'm making this video to show you guys my transition from brunette to blonde. I skipped the first couple steps because I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I had never done it before, but I did highlight my hair with a little bleach kit. The color of my hair is really hard to lift, so I've dyed my hair dark for so long. I tried hydrogen peroxide and baking soda and my hair didn't change after 2 hours. So I've tried a lot of remedies like that, so I decided why not, I'll just do bleach. So I did put some highlights in my hair, and then I dyed my hair with a blonde box dye. Box dyes do not lift the color out of your hair unless they have a lifter for dark hair. So this is my hair after the bleached highlights and the hair dye, but you can see there's still a lot of dark color in my hair, so I just bought some more bleaching products and I'm going to try and go as light as I can without looking dead, fried, and orange. So I will show you the process now. Alright, so I actually started the process already. I was so excited I forgot to wait and show you guys everything, so I can show you now while it's actually developing. I have it on the ends of my hair where my hair is the darkest because I want that to develop a little bit longer, because all my fresh hair and new hair will go, it'll bleach out really fast because it's so delicate and healthy. So I used, for the bleach itself, I used this Prism's Light. It was just a few dollars for this one packet. Now if you have long thick hair like me, you'll definitely need at least 2 to get all your hair. I used almost all of it, as you can see, and I just have the ends of my hair done. So with the Prism's Light, I use violet because I want a cooler tone, and it only lightens up to 4 levels. I didn't want this hair platinum, I just want it lighter, so I didn't need to use blue, which is 5 levels. And then just to make sure, I tried to avoid the reds and oranges that happens with dark hair. I used this little, it's called Red and Gold Corrector Plus, and you just add it to, it's Ardell, you just add it to your bleach and everything, and it's just supposed to help correct. It's actually like a little purple dye. And then for the developer, I actually only used half of this actually because I want to see, I think you can add it, yeah, pour into shampoo or colorant. So I'm going to put it in my shampoo just to, you know, for that little extra help. And then I used, for developer, I used 30, the cream, and that's because I used 40 to do my highlights, and I really didn't want to like fry my highlights, so I just decided to use 30 instead of 40, and it is pretty strong, but my hair, like I said before, doesn't lift color well. So then I just had a little plastic container and I mixed it all together. I had a brush from an old kit and I put all 3 of those things together until I got this like kind of creamy, gooey texture. Tried to break up all the little powder pieces, and I just put that, I separated my hair into 4s. So I had the first 2, parted it down the middle, which I never do when I style it, but I wanted it to be even on both sides. So I parted it down the middle as good as I could, like quickly, and then I took from the, like, I don't know what that's called, the shaft. I took it and took 1 chunk away, and then 1 chunk away, and then the back section I split in half and made 2 separate chunks. I just clipped those up with my little hair clippies. And then I took the first 2 sections down and just did the ends, and then when they were fully saturated, after combing the goo on, I put down the 1 section at a time and did the ends of those, and then I blended them together slowly. I have a robe on because I don't want to make a huge mess, because this stuff will damage anything you put it on, so except for the sink, so that's good. And I have such a mess I'll have to clean up. But as you can see, my ends were a lot darker than the rest of my hair, so they have lightened up. Like you can see, my very ends have lightened up quite a bit because they were still dark brown. So I'm going to let that sit on there for maybe 10 minutes, because it's actually starting to lighten really fast now. So I'm going to leave it on for maybe another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to put it as much through the rest of my hair up until maybe right here, maybe do a little couple streaks, and then I'll show you guys how it turned out. Okay, so I did want to show you guys real quick before I start blending in the bleach that my bangs, I separate them because they're already pretty light and I don't want them to like bleach up. These will bleach pretty much as fast as the top of my head. So as you can see, my ends are getting pretty light, but my roots are still lighter. So I'm going to wait a little bit, and then I'm going to start putting it right up in here and blend it in. And then I'll put some on my bangs. That's when I'll put it on my bangs, and maybe just a couple little streaks. So I just wanted to show you guys before I do the next step. Okay, so I now finished putting it through all of my hair. I didn't saturate the top at all or the middle. I kind of just, after I let it sit on the ends and lighten up a bit, it was a couple shades darker than my roots. So then I carried the bleach up and kind of just brushed it, streaking it through the middle of my hair up until where it got really light, if you can see it. And it is actually lightening up in places already, and then I just put it on the ends of my bangs because, as you can see, they're darker, and I didn't want this hair to get much lighter anyways. So I have it now. I have it tied back in a bag, and it's about to fall out, but it's just tied the ends so that the ends keep developing and lightening, because this will still lighten faster. So I'll show you what happens after I take the bag off. Okay, so I just rinsed out the dye or the bleach, and as you can see, it's orange. I mean, I've never seen hair like this orange before. Like, you're seeing it pretty accurately. I have the bright lights on so you can see it. It doesn't match the top. The top is actually like more of a natural blonde, so now I'm just going to be I'm just going to be taking a box dye in the near future and dyeing it a blonde, and because the hair is so light, but it's really damaged, like it's really frizzy. My hair is naturally curly, so it looks frizzy whenever it's brushed out like this, but it's extra cottony at the bottoms. So I will be dyeing it blonde. I'm going to let it have some time to relax, and I'll probably just put it up in a bun for like a week or so, because I really don't want to do any more damage right away. And I didn't show you guys before, but when I did dye my hair blonde, after I did a couple bleached highlights, and then I dyed my whole head blonde, and I used this Garnier Nutrice. It's the one for ultra lightening blondes for naturally dark hair. My hair is naturally dark, but it was also dyed, and so it did lighten it up, but that's how I got the color on, like right on my roots, where it's actually like pretty naturally blonde, and then it just turns orange. So yeah, that's the finished result for bleaching dark hair, and I might have left it on the ends for a little too long because it doesn't really match, but I can dye it, and hopefully because it's so light, it'll take the color of the hair dye. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe you learned something. So it's the end of the night, and my hair is actually naturally dried. I wanted to show you guys one more time what my hair turned out like, because it was like really orange, like scary neon orange, like from like midway down. I didn't know what to do next, so I ended up just taking the last bit of that like purple, the tiny purple packet of the like color corrector, and mixing it with my 3-Minute Miracle by Ozzy's Miracle, and just soaked my hair in it for like an hour, and that actually ended up making it a kind of more yellow tone and took out a lot of the orangeness. So I just wanted to show you guys that before don't be dumb. Before, you know, so you guys knew what it actually ended up looking like for real. So thanks for watching.